Have you ever realized that a chapter in a novel is really long or really short? It's really an interesting process looking at how chapter lengths are set the way that they are. You'd start out thinking, well, maybe I should make a chapter one scene that someone should read so that they read through the chapter and then that's the reading session for the day. But as an author, you want to entertain your readers. You want to keep them reading. You don't want to encourage them to back out of the book at every single chapter break. At the same time, if you end on a giant cliffhanger every time, the reader's just going to start to get frustrated with your chapter endings, and they're going to start putting the book down in random places. So there's a delicate balance to strike between how do I end a chapter at a useful place, and how do I go and still make it engaging, still make you want to start the next one right away instead of putting the book down for a while. I've been thinking about this a little bit. I'm on day 34, I think, of 60 of writing my first novel. I've given myself 60 days to write it. And I was just dealing with this in a section. I looked back and I realized that I had a 50-page chapter, and I was like, that's too much. So we had to go back and reduce the length of the chapter, but I needed to figure out where to break it. It was sort of all one natural continuous scene. It actually took place over a couple days, but ending at the days didn't seem like a good place to end. So I had to go through and kind of find a break point. It was actually a bit of a cliffhangery type thing, pause mid-sentence, carry on in the next one. But it does kind of naturally coincide with the events of the story and in the topics that's being discussed. So it was probably worth doing it that way. But I wanted to know, do you guys have any thoughts what your favorite way to see a chapter end is? What keeps you guys reading? What keeps you engaged? Or what really turns you off when a book is pulling the chapters in a weird way? All right, follow if you want to join the rest of the journey.